Good afternoon. On this dull Wednesday, let's get rid of my sheet from yesterday and play with this gorgeous colour combination. So picked by you from my post of a singular bird, a pair of birds, and my beautiful tomatoes. Can't believe you didn't choose my beautiful tomatoes. So it's Marie coming live from her craft room in Leighton Buzzard, which has been extremely wet, and at times I feel like I have moved into a monsoon region, but apparently I haven't. So I have picked today from Forever Fern. We have the little splobs, because I like a little splob. This leaf, not really sure what that's from. I have a feather and a flower and a leaf from Positive Thoughts. And I've got on hand All Wired Up and Birch, in case I want to add something towards the end to fill some gaps. So depending on what occurs will depend on whether they get used or not. Oh, better get my phone on charge, hadn't I? Because we don't want to lose halfway through, do we now? So let's play catch up on my phone. I don't need my phone when I say that, I need my tablet. Here we go. Oh, it's done it. Oh, technology and swizzling. Oh, it's now upside down. Anyway, right, we are there. So, please do say hi if you managed to join me live. And if you are on catch up, then please do let me know that you've managed to sit down with a cuppa and catch up with the video. It's nice to know that you've managed to watch it. I don't really know where to start. These are all pretty strong colours. Got a bit of Mango Melody. Oh. We'll also say that yes, David's just arrived home, so if he rocks into the house, I have shut the door so that hopefully he gets the idea that I am currently live. Or I might start now. I ought to start with my bigger one. So I'm going to start with this leaf and Bermuda Bay. But yeah, it does oh, that's a new one. That's quite juicy. Let's be a little bit careful and maybe just grab my old one, because that is looking very juicy. Got a bit of tape attached to that one. So we'll use that less juicy one as well. So here we go. Blank piece of paper. Basically just get stamping. That's the secret. I need to put that on a hard surface. So hopefully everybody is well. Oh, my code works. He's gone straight upstairs. He hasn't yelled out. He's not embarrassed to me. And hopefully everybody has managed to stay dry. It's pretty much been constant rain today. So I'm just going to turn that round and pop those there. Stamping it off there, being mindful then we need to restamp, and I need some thank you cards. So these are all going to be thank you cards today, which some of them I will make into note cards, so I need to create a smaller white space, but we don't want to do too much. So let's stop with that one there and go in. Actually, while we're doing our kind of leafy ones, I'm going to do this one in Old Olive. Which way shall I go? If I push that slightly that way, you should still have a good view. So hopefully... Oh, I haven't used Old Olive for a long time. That's a beauty, isn't it? Again, just... getting the ink on the paper is the most important thing. Start blocking some of that white so that it's not so scary. Put some coming in. I'm going to have one, that one's in the way, get out of the way. Shove it out of the way. Put that one there. Oh, I've got a bit of a star going on. And there. Nothing stops us coming back in, but let's just make a start. And oh, I'm being all indecisive as to where that one's going to go. One there. Right, let's put that to one side. And I'm going to do the flower next in Mango Melody. A lovely vibrant colour. Interesting shape developing there, haven't I? And they're quite out there. Might do the same over here, just the consideration that some of these will be little note cards. So I want some thank yous. So it's remembering to keep rotating your stamp as well, so they're not all in the same angle. Looking at that one, I'm going to do that one that way. So let's stop with that one for now. And I think cinnamon cider for that feather would be rather nice. Thought it was appropriate to... Oh, hi Liz! Oh, hi Jill! Bring a feather into it as the birds inspired the colours. Hope you're both well and not too damp. Well, I have actually looked at the weather forecast for tomorrow and Friday, and it's looking a lot better. So fingers crossed. Oh, I'm definitely going to need that big background stamp. Well, every time I think it stopped raining, it starts again. Although we haven't had the entertainment today of the thunderclaps that scared the bejeepers out of me the other night, so... Oh, hi Jeanette, don't worry. Thank you for popping by, appreciate it. You've just kind of missed me getting to this stage. See, it looks so different on the screen. Kind of having that, I've got a hot mess going on again. We trust the process, we trust the process. So, one more feather somewhere. Maybe we'll have one in the middle there. And then let's pop that ink away. Then, I might go in with my little spots, but then it's... So we've got early espresso left. I might try all wired up. So again, when Ruth shows it, she's never put the cling on, so I don't know why that makes me laugh. Cling on, I don't know, it always makes me think of Star Trek, sorry. Off I go again. It's slightly harder to hold if you have put the cling on. But essentially, when we're not putting it onto a block, we're just going to hold it and just pop some little bits. Oh, that works quite well. So again, it's changing the angle. Oh, hi Jenny. Hope you're well as well. Right, so I ended up with a very long bit there. Which is quite a good one to use a little. Oh, and with the addition of a few spots. Oh, another little stamp that hasn't really seen the light of day much. Oh, my new machine's coming tomorrow. Well, that's why I love putting those birds up. Yeah, there was two. I had the... Oh yeah, she missed me talking about my... So I had a pair of birds that had this colour combination, and or what I interpreted as this. And there was a pair of birds, a singular bird, and my tomatoes. And nobody chose to use my specially homegrown tomatoes as the colour inspiration. So, in fact, everybody voted. So have a look. Not now, keep watching me now. But go back and have a look on my page at the birds that I posted. I did do another post once I'd chosen the colours just side by side. And to me, yeah, so the full, we have Mango Melody, Cinnamon Cider, Old Olive, Bermuda Bay and Early Espresso, which, as you rightly say, are probably colours that you'd never pick and go, oh yes, they're going to look lovely. But yes, my little birdie inspiration. So that was Brian, I think it was. Brian King, is it? Jenny will know. I think it's Brian King. Who did a little zoom for us. And he kind of was thinking of, well, I think he bought, whether he bought up specifically birds, I can't remember, but I definitely went down a bird road. So now if you go onto my Pinterest, you know, when you start searching for things on Pinterest, they suddenly, then everything is that thing. I've got birds all over my Pinterest now, which is very pretty. But absolutely brilliant as a colour inspiration, so yes. So I'm just having a little pause for the video to catch up, just to see where we think we might need something extra. And the other thing is, I don't have to do all those spots in Early Espresso. I could... Actually, do you know what I might add? Some cinnamon cider spots. I think the Bermuda Bay is quite a strong colour. So I'm not going to add anything else there. I'm liking the way the Mango Melody is lifting it. I might just bring in some little dots. And we certainly all know this is going to look completely different the minute I start chopping it up. So let's just, going to need to stop soon. Oh, you've said hi to Tracy. I can't say hi, Tracy. I can't see you. Have you hidden yourself? Thank you for joining me. Right, I'm not liking at the moment. I'm going to need, what am I going to put there? I feel like maybe I'll just put some extra little spots around it to try and break that up a bit. But yeah, I've ended up with a very long strip there. But it's fine, we all know it's going to come out in the wash. Right. But the whole point is, Liz, that when you cut it up, it looks completely different. I do think it's hard, potentially, when you're faced with a white sheet. So, yeah, the freedom's good. Freedom to just create and splob where you want. Anyone can do it. And I like to throw random stamp sets into it as well. I wouldn't worry about having perfectionist issues. It can be very useful sometimes. I think I lack the perfectionist gene. I'm thinking just a part inked old olive branch. So I'm not going to ink the whole thing. I'm just going to have it sticking out of there. Oh yeah, good call, Jenny. Which also might lead me to pop a little something over there. I don't want that bit inked though. I'm just going to ink one of the branches and pop it in there. Right, I need to stop. Well, yeah, and yeah, Jeanette, you're absolutely right. I think if you yeah, maybe try an A5. Oh, there. I think that would work really well. But as well, I like to use our little note cards. So I'm going to do a couple on the little note cards. But anyway, right, let's get ink out of the way. Number one. Inky stamps out of the way. And get our trimmer. So literally we are going to do 10.5 and 14.9 so that it's in quarters. Then we have to think. I think that one might work quite well. This one's going to go into half again. 14, well, sort of half. Because what I think we can do is with a bit of backing card, we have a lovely thanks across the top there. And on that one, it can maybe go that way. So I'll have that and that. Obviously need to cut my bases. Are we going to use that as a whole? See, to me that's got two areas that will take greetings as well. And cut that one in half as well. But possibly not. Went long and thin there. So I'm going to cut those note cards. I'm going to cut it at 8. And that's pretty solid. So that I think is going to need a separate little card for a greeting. And then that one's, I think will just look really beautiful with a thank you in. And then I might leave these as complete cards and cut off a centimetre from each side, because that is the bit that's going to allow for the backing card, and then we keep those bits for the decoration on the inside. And then this one, I need to cut a bit of that off actually. I'm going to cut off that kind of fairly naked bit. That possibly isn't going to be much use for much. Actually, you know what I should have done? I should have cut, oh no, that wouldn't work. I was going to say I should have cut one in half, but that definitely won't work. I think I want to lose some naked bit on this one. So, we have a variety of things, and what we don't have out is all our papers, of course, because that would be way too organised. If we can find them all. Plunged into darkness, which is probably going to make it virtually impossible to tell all my yellows apart. We need a bit of old olive. I can probably... That's pretty peacock, Marie. That says a lot about my eyesight, doesn't it? Bear with, where are we? This is where organisation would have been. See, just showing that I'm not a perfectionist for Liz. That oh, early espresso. That's going to be lovely, I think. Let's start with those. And see. So these, right, okay, no, number one, start with the little cards. So what do we think? Bearing in mind I haven't found my Mango Melody right now. One card at a time, Marie, one card at a time. So the base card is going to be bigger. It's quite nice on old olive. Cinnamon cider. Ooh. What do we think? Oh, I love that one. I'm going to do 3 little ones, aren't I? I'm going to cut one of each. Oh, no problem, Jeanette. Thanks for joining me. Take care. I'll catch up with you soon. Oh, I'm just cutting some bases. Oh, I forgot. Oh yeah, forgot what I was doing then for a minute. If I've cut these right, these will fit my note cards. So let's start with, right, so I've cut a base that is approximately a centimetre smaller than the card itself. And then I'm going to do, because we've got 3 of them, I'm going to make you decide which one goes on which card. So I think, actually, if I get my bone folder, I might sit down flat, mightn't they? Oh, we've got the choice of all of them. You see that? I love the simplicity of that. I think that one maybe needs to go on the brightest. I'm holding the card upside down. Oh, actually, I can have it in the bottom corner. So what do we think? So I almost think when there is... Oh, that one's going to go that way up. Less Bermuda Bay in the card, it looks better. Cinnamon cider for the one that's quite got a big blank space. I'm loving that blank space. Keep putting them on. If I put them on the card bases wrong, we're going to end up with cards opening the wrong way round. Not sure that old olive's doing it for me. Adds a richness. What do you think? So cinnamon cider definitely for the big one. Let's put that one together. Oh, actually, let's put a little green. I need, so as I said, thank you cards, cinnamon cider. See, my thing is I definitely have a thing about the greeting being the same colour as the base card. Ask me not why, because I don't know. I'm going to put that kind of smack bang in the middle there. Then, oh, here we go. There we go. Oh, such a silent little machine. So that's going to go into the middle of that. Then I'm going to lop a corner off, just because I can. Oh, did I not do that? Oh dear, I think I've had a sherbet already. Then make sure we put that on the right way up, and that's really tight to the card, so just really accurate. So there we go, number one. Any thoughts on this one? Old olive, or oh, have I left that? Is that off the screen? Yeah, you can just about see that, can't you? I'll put this quite simply. Oh, didn't stamp me greeting. Probably wanted to do that before. Now I've taped it. I can't. I've got to stick it down. I've got to commit to sticking that down now. Now also what I'm wondering is I think that might be too big. I think I might get away with it. Let's have a look. What's the worst that can happen? Well, the worst that can happen is we have to just make a little greeting to go over the top. So I'm going to put the thank you coming out of there. And what I'm hoping is, yes, you can see the T there, can't you? And then what I will do is pop that down and then just quickly show you the strips that I cut off. That will end up under here somewhere. And I might just cut that in half Yes, because on a note card, so I'm going to cut that from a centimetre to a half centimetre. So pop it in and cut it in half. Oh, crash bang one or a picture. So I have two halves. Then a bit of wet glue. I'm going to use wet glue just to position it, but you can see there when they open the card there's a little flash on the inside, which I think is rather nice. So I tend to use wet glue for that bit because in my experience it works better to position it and not get glue absolutely everywhere. So I wonder about my eyesight sometimes, but I think I've got that straight. So scissors, there we go. Quick snip from the back, and then when they open, get the same little bit of paper, so it's just a little bit of extra decoration, which I think is rather sweet. And then this one, because the card's going that way, I might well place on that side. Again, look, what's that little bit there? Oh, actually, that's probably a better bit to use because it's already shorter, because that bit will fit in a longer card. So this little bit again, half centimetre. So that's where the trimmer is brilliant, because you can just line it up and it grips the paper that you need to cut. So you get an accurate cut. Blimey, I've got new warning labels. That's a new bottle of Tombow. It's got new additional warning labels. Probably just says don't drink it, don't eat it. Not something I normally do. I do some funny things, but eating glue is not one of them. So it's just, so there we go. I actually love the blankness of that. Let me open it up with that little bit in there. You haven't helped me out with this one, ladies. Which way to go? So let's do one big one, and then the other bits will. See, embracing the white space. So I think just a simple. Maybe add some little enamel dots to it. So should do that on a. Oh, we could go. How about an old olive background? I know that's not big enough. Don't worry. Panic not. I'm not gone crazy. An old olive background on a early espresso card. That might be quite nice, wouldn't it? Let's do that. So let's leave those little bits. So for the card base, I'm going to cut in this instant at 14.9 and score at 10.5. We nearly didn't score. We nearly ran our cutting blade across there then. That was a near disaster. So yeah, two measurements for making your card bases, 10.5, 14.9. A bit of glue on my fingernail there. Oh God, it's sorry, it's a sticky bit of glue there. So what I will need to do is just cut that down slightly. Let's get that bit of we need, so 10.5 by 14.9 means this one is 14.4 by 10. I'm thinking about it, I might be on the right measurements, because I think I did that. Oh look, it's like I planned it. So in that instance, I'm probably still, no, actually I'm going to go early espresso with the greeting, I think. With my little thank you. But where we're going to pop it down here and leave. I'm going to be bold and leave quite a bit of white. That's not like me. Getting brave. Right, and then we'll pop that together. Actually, I'm going to cut a corner off to show a little bit more of that old olive off. And then I will leave you in peace. Enjoy your evening, hopefully, which stays dry, and then we can enjoy a couple of sunnier days, which will be rather nice. I know the weather can't win, whatever it does. It's too hot, too wet. Sorry, Jen is probably now shouting at me. If she's still on, she's shouting at me the way I'm using my. Always pull towards you, she's shouting at me. So then popping that quite centrally, and that will be rather lovely. I don't think either of these are going to be long enough to do crossways, but obviously I need a white card base in here so that people can write their greeting, or even I could write my greeting as I need a thank you card. But I might decide to do that and leave. I'll play with that one later. I'm not going to glue that in just yet, but I'm thinking leave that and then just have a card there, but just have a little bit of that showing. But anyway, that's the idea there. So there we go. So I've still got some bits over to make other cards, but there's two little note cards that we've got there, and bigger card, and not an embellishment in sight yet. But yeah, I do love the addition of those little scraps, so never anything wasted with a one sheet wonder. So thank you very much for all joining me. I hope you enjoyed that, and stay dry, enjoy the warmth when it arrives, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care, bye.